What's going on, guys? We're making to another video, and today is the second episode of the 100 Movies I Missed Challenge, episode number 2. Not a lot of movies to talk about today. I'll admit I went on a deep quarantine and I did watch some, but I got into an MCU marathon. We watched a bunch of Star Wars movies, so I didn't watch as many as I had hoped I would, but so far, let me look, we have seen 29 new films this year. We are a third of the way through the year, so we're not there yet. We're a few short, but I have some. I'm gonna watch a bunch of them over the summer. We're going to catch up. But yeah, so there's 8 films to talk about today. Basically, what's gonna happen is talk what I liked, talk what I didn't like, tell you how many stars I gave them. Got those all right here, and we'll just kind of get into it. I don't have a ranking this time like I did last time. It's merely in the order that I watched them. And yeah, but first off, if you are new, thank you so much for taking the time to click on the video, liking, commenting, subscribing. All of that means the absolute world. Basically, what I'm doing for this challenge is I wanted to diversify my filmography, and basically I wanted to see a bunch of new movies that I had never seen before, basically. So I know that Chris over at Filmstocked is doing the exact same challenge. He's the one that actually gave me the inspiration to do the challenge. Make sure you go check out Filmstocked on YouTube, Letterboxd, Instagram. I'll leave a link to their channel down below. It's a great channel. Him and his friend do a bunch of rankings, reviews, Blu-ray content. So if you like my Blu-ray content, they do it too. So go check them out. They are awesome. Thank you, Chris, for the shout out on your last video. That was very nice, very kind of you. So go check them out as well. But yeah, so 8 films we're talking about today. I'm going to just give you short reviews, tell you what I liked, tell you what I didn't like, and we will be on our merry way. I'm looking at these ratings here, and there's really not a movie that I saw that I didn't like. The first 3 movies that I'm going to talk about I watched for my comedy film class, and then the other ones, the other 5, I watched just on my own. So without further ado, again, thank you so much for taking the time to click on the video, liking, commenting, subscribing. All of that means the absolute world. Very trying times, very weird times going on out there, so the fact that you're taking the time to click on the video, watching my content, really does mean the absolute world. So without further ado, I think let's hop right into the first film that I saw. The first film I saw is Some Like It Hot from 1959. This is number 1 on the AFI Top 100 Comedy Films list. I enjoyed it. It starred Marilyn Monroe. Who else? I need to find the cast. Where's the cast? Here it is. Marilyn Monroe, Tony Curtis, Jack Lemmon. It was fun. I had a good time with it. It was very funny. There was a lot of very funny quirks, a lot of very funny scenes. You know, and it had a great message at the end that nobody's perfect. I mean, that's like literally the last line that's said in the film is nobody's perfect. But there's a lot of very funny scenes, a lot of very funny quirks, and I think I dug it because I know the time period it's from, so it's like very funny to see Tony Curtis and Jack Lemmon dress up as ladies is also very funny. I thought they did a fantastic job. Marilyn Monroe steals the show. She's fantastic. Overall, it's a great film. I do understand why it's number 1 on the AFI Top 100 list. I get it. I had a lot of fun with it. I gave it a 5.5 stars, or 4.5 stars out of 5, which is a 90 to a 94. I really enjoyed it. I really dug it. I had a lot of fun with it. Got some good laughs out of it. And yeah, it was pretty good. The next one I saw was Blazing Saddles from 1974. It's like a complete parody of Westerns. It was a lot of fun. It had so many funny moments. You got Gene Wilder in here. You've got Mel Brooks. I mean, it was directed by Mel Brooks, I believe. Yeah, Mel Brooks was the director. it was just wacky. I mean, that's really what I can say about it. And that's kind of what it was supposed to be. It's a parody on Westerns. So it's going to be wacky, it's going to be wild. And I got such a kick out of it. It was a lot of fun. I liked it more than I thought I would. I really did. I mean, it's not the best in the world. I didn't give it such a high rating. But for what it is, I really enjoyed it. I gave it 3.5 stars, which is like a B-. It's like 80 to 84. That's pretty good. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. And yeah, Blazing Saddles. Then we have Annie Hall from 1977. This one was interesting for me. This is a film by Woody Allen. Diane Keaton is in this as well. I believe it's directed by Woody Allen. Yeah, this one was very interesting because the character of Alvy, who's played by Woody Allen, is very funny because of how tormented he is in his own mind. Most of the movie, I at least interpret, is taking place kind of inside his mind. You're hearing his thoughts of what he's thinking. He breaks the fourth wall a lot to talk to you, basically of what he's thinking in his mind and stuff like that. And you watch this guy kind of destroy this relationship with this girl that he loves, and I really enjoyed it. I had such a great time with it. Like, breaking the fourth wall is really like, with him, is really funny because he's like so real and so sarcastic. It's just hilarious. It literally says here, a nervous romance. Like, I was nervous for him the entire time because of how he is, of how his character is, and he's one of the best to ever do it, and he was fantastic, and it got 4.5 stars, so it's not bad. It got an A-. I finally watched Goodfellas. It came out in 1990s. Martin Scorsese. You got Pesci. You got De Niro. You got what's his name? Ray Liotta. I mean, look. I like mob movies. I think they're cool for their time. I think it's good, but damn, it's long. It's long, and it's like The Irishman. It's long, and it leads to someone's demise. It's well done. It's acted very well. I enjoyed a lot of what I saw. You have the helicopter sequence around the third act of the movie that is very suspenseful and very, very tense. That's very well done. That's a great act of film. That's kind of it. I mean, there's not too much to say about it. Scorsese, Scorsese at his best, but it was dang long. It was a long movie, but I enjoyed it. 4.5 stars, not too shabby if I do say so myself. Then we have Arrival. Whew, do I want to talk about Arrival? I'm going to review Arrival in a few weeks. I'm very much looking forward to Dune because Denis Villeneuve directs a freaking fantastic film. It's so interesting and so it's so thought-provoking. Amy Adams and Jeremy Renner are fantastic in the film. They really are. And then the twists and turns and the story and how it moves and changes and how it just like, I was mind-boggled with how everything, the conclusion, the ending was like mind-blowing. I was like, what? What do you mean? What are you talking about? What? Hello? Like, it blew my mind. I love this film. It's one of my most favorites of all time. It really is. That's why I haven't started my top 100 favorites of all time list yet. There's a lot of movies I haven't seen yet that I want to see that I think will make it. Arrival's in my top 5 now. It's absolutely fantastic. 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it. It was so much. It was amazing. I loved it. Then we move on to Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I started the Apes trilogy. This is the only one I saw so far. I have to see 2 more. I'm probably going to see them when I go back down to 2, so I'm getting my wisdom teeth pulled. I'm going to be in bed for like a week, watch a bunch of movies. It's good. It's good. James Franco is really good in it. Watching the ape grow up is great. That's kind of it. A lot of people are raving that this is one of the best. I'm really looking forward to seeing the other two because this one is not my favorite. It's good, but not like fantastic. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing. It's very much an origin story. That's what it is. It's very much an origin story. I'm really looking forward to seeing where it leads. I'm really hopeful that the next two are as good as people say they are. I've heard War is amazing. So we will see. I gave it 4 stars, so it's a B+. It's not bad. It really isn't. It's a good movie, but I'm really hoping to not be disappointed by the other two. So we'll see. Yeah. Then we move on. There Will Be Blood. This is one I wanted to see for a while. It's directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. It stars Daniel Day-Lewis. It's great. It really is. Daniel Day-Lewis gives a fantastic performance. I mean, it's Daniel Day-Lewis. What do you expect? But it's very quirky. It gave me a very heavy. What's his name? I don't remember his name. The guy. You guys are gonna be kicking me. The guy that did the Grand Budapest Hotel. Wes Anderson. My gosh, I'm the worst. Heavy Wes Anderson vibes from this. I got big Wes Anderson vibes. I finally picked up the Grand Budapest Hotel. I'm gonna be watching that, so I will talk about that in my next set of reviews. But this was good. It's an epic of a film. It's a long film, but there are scenes in here that are fantastic. It's fantastically acted. Like, it's so well done. It's directed really well. It's all done very well. I really enjoyed it. Got 5 out of 5 stars for me. It's fantastic. It's in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. I adore it. It's great. The last movie we're going to talk about is Good Time. So I loved Uncut Gems. I love the Safdie brothers. I wanted to see what else they could do. So I watched Good Time, and I really enjoyed it. I had such a great time with it. Robert Pattinson is great. It's very gritty. It's very deep. It's very dark. He is great in this film. Benny Safdie plays his brother, and he is a standout. He's not in it a lot, but he is fantastic. Overall, it's a very heartbreaking story. It really is. Like, the ending is very heartbreaking. Kind of. It's hopeful, but heartbreaking. But overall, it's directed by the Safdie brothers. It's done very well. Robert Pattinson is fantastic. And overall, it's a lot of fun. Not fun. It's not. It's very deep and dark and gritty. I don't know why I said that. But it's a good movie. That's what I'm going to say. 5 out of 5 stars. It's very well done. And that's where we stand. So guys, that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for taking the time to click on the video, liking, commenting, subscribing. All that means the absolute world. Let me know down below in the comments which movie that I talk about that was your favorite. I personally, my favorite of all of them is Arrival. Arrival is one of my favorite movies of all time now. I really enjoyed it. But all the movies I watched were good to really good. So I really had a good time. We got to pick up the pace, but we will see soon enough. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for taking the time to click on the video, liking, commenting, subscribing. All of that means the absolute world. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.